Most modern men believe women only want a man who listens to every word, showers her with attention, and wears his heart on his sleeve. They think sensitivity is the key to attraction, that if you show her your emotions and prove how much you care, she will love you back. But here's the truth few men are willing to accept. Women may appreciate sensitivity, but appreciation is not attraction. What truly pulls her in, what makes her heart beat faster, is not the man who makes himself easy to read. It's the man she cannot quite decode. The man whose strength is quiet, whose emotions are controlled, and whose presence feels unshakable. Men misunderstand this over and over again, confusing kindness with desire and openness with magnetism. The truth is, women desire both strength and connection, but not in equal measure, not in the way most men assume. And this misunderstanding is the very reason so many modern men fail in dating, in relationships, and in life. So many fail in love, chasing approval instead of embodying strength. The question we're answering today is this: between the Stoic man and the sensitive man, which one truly draws her in, and why? Modern women live in a world of paradoxes. On one hand, they are independent, educated, and capable of building lives on their own. Yet deep down, their desires remain profoundly ancient. They crave safety, leadership, emotional stability, strength, and a man who makes them feel both desired and secure. This is where the divide begins. Sensitive men believe that openness, constant validation, and emotional sharing will win her heart. They think, if I show her I care more, she'll want me more. Meanwhile, Stoic men operate differently. They embody strength through silence, discipline, and mastery over their emotions. They don't need to chase. They don't need to prove. They radiate confidence simply by existing in alignment with their values. So which is it? The man who feels everything, or the man who controls everything? Let's dive into the truth of attraction and decode what women really respond to when it comes to Stoic versus sensitive. Emotional control versus emotional expression. One of the clearest contrasts between Stoic and sensitive men lies in their relationship with emotions. The sensitive man wears his heart openly. When he's happy, he glows. When he's upset, he wants to talk endlessly. When he feels insecure, he seeks constant reassurance. Women may initially find this refreshing. After all, in a world of men who bottle things up, an expressive man feels different. He seems empathetic, approachable, even safe. But here's where things shift. Over time, excessive sensitivity becomes emotional labor for her. She begins to feel like she's carrying the weight of his insecurities. Every frown, every complaint, every "you still like me?" chips away at her attraction. Why? Because she doesn't want to mother her man. She wants to admire him. Now contrast this with the Stoic man. He feels emotions deeply, but he doesn't react impulsively. When he's angry, he channels it into discipline. When he's stressed, he breathes through it. When he's hurt, he processes quietly before speaking with intention. His emotions are not spilled everywhere like an unsealed cup. They are contained like fire in a furnace, powerful but controlled. And this difference matters. Women are biologically wired to seek stability in a partner. A Stoic man gives her emotional safety. She knows he won't crumble under pressure. She knows her storms won't drown him. This doesn't mean he's cold or heartless. In fact, his rare vulnerability carries far more weight. When he chooses to share his inner world, it feels intentional, profound, and deeply masculine. The sensitive man hopes that showing everything will make her stay. The Stoic man knows that not everything should be shown, and that is precisely why she leans in, why she feels safe, and why she falls harder. Presence versus performance. The sensitive man often feels the need to perform for women. He tells jokes, he overshares. He tries to impress with constant effort. His presence feels like a plea. Notice me, like me, choose me. And at first, Women respond to this performance. It's flattering, it's fun, it's validating. But the problem is, attraction doesn't grow from entertainment. It grows from presence. The Stoic man doesn't perform. He simply exists with quiet authority. He doesn't seek attention. Attention finds him. His posture, his eye contact, his calmness in conversation communicates one powerful truth. I don't need your validation because I validate myself. This is a paradox most men miss. Women chase men who don't need to be chased. When you are grounded in who you are, your energy creates curiosity. She wonders, why is he so calm? Why isn't he trying so hard? What does he have that others don't? Women want a man whose presence makes them feel something deeper than entertainment. They want to feel stability, power, and the magnetic pull of mystery. And mystery doesn't come from hiding things, but from living in such alignment with your values that she knows there is depth she has yet to uncover. The sensitive man performs. The Stoic man is. And that difference is a difference between attraction that fades and attraction that lasts. Dependency versus independence. Sensitive men often build their identity around relationships. Their happiness is tied to her approval. If she's distant, he's miserable. If she's warm, he's alive. This dependency creates an invisible burden for women. She feels the pressure of being his emotional oxygen. The Stoic man is different. His life is full regardless of her presence. He has purpose, passions, and pursuits that existed before her and will exist after her. His identity is not dependent on being chosen. It's built on principles, discipline, and a vision larger than himself. And this independence is intoxicating to women. Why? Because deep down, they want to be invited into a man's world, not become the world itself. A Stoic man doesn't say, "Please love me so I can be complete." He says, "I am already complete. If you want to walk beside me, let's build something greater together." This mindset flips the dynamic. Instead of her being the prize, she begins to feel like she must earn his time, his focus, his commitment. And that subtle shift transforms attraction into devotion. Short-term sparks versus long-term desire. Sensitive men often create sparks. Their openness, affection, and constant communication can make women feel wanted in the beginning. But those sparks often fizzle out when she realizes there's no grounding force, no enduring strength to lean on. Stoic men, on the other hand, may not create fireworks on day one. They're not the loudest or flashiest in the room, but their steady flame builds trust, respect, and lasting desire. Over time, women crave that stability. They realize that while other men offer excitement, the Stoic man offers something rarer, peace. And peace is what women ultimately fall in love with. A man who can make her laugh is nice. A man who can thrill her is fun. But a man who makes her feel safe, seen, and secure in a chaotic world, that's the man she gives her heart to. Final Stoic advice. Attraction isn't about being the loudest, the flashiest, or the most emotionally expressive. Attraction is about being grounded, calm, and unshakable in who you are. The sensitive man believes love is won through effort, performance, and endless emotional sharing. But the Stoic man knows love is drawn naturally to strength, presence, and independence. So ask yourself, are you chasing validation? Or are you living in such a way that validation chases you? The path of Stoicism is not about rejecting emotions or avoiding love. It's about mastering yourself so deeply that love becomes a choice, not a need. That is the essence of masculine strength. If this message resonates with you, subscribe to Stoic Desire. Here, we don't just talk about attraction. We talk about becoming a man who commands it.